Alright, this is going to be an additional lecture on just a little bit to help you with your first program, even though it's not due for another little over a week. Alright, the first program is right here. It's up on the, here, let me find it. Alright, the first program is up here in your script programming class. On the content page under Chapter 1, you'll see it right there, Chapter 1 assignment. And here it is. First of all, its purpose is to understand. Oh, I forgot how to do that. Well, hell, forget that. You don't need flowcharts in this one. All right, your program should be called Your Name Chap 1 or CH1. So in other words, Ken Dewey CH1. That way I can tell them apart. All right, so that way I can tell them apart. Okay, it says create a simple Python script that does the following. Creates a variable called name, asks for your name, so on and so forth. I'm going to show you basically how to do this. Okay, here's what it should look like. All right. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is this is inside of Vital. You know, if you don't know, well, hopefully you know how to get here by now. Now this is really, the program's already running. So if I did 5 divided by 2, it gives me an answer. But what I need you to do is create a script, a Python script, that you can submit to the Dropbox so I can grade it. To do that, let's go File, New File. Alright, so when you do File, New File, sorry I'm sucking on a mint, my throat is just killing me. Brings up a blank file here. Now I'm going to tell it to do something. I say I just do 5 divided by 2. Now, I have an option, I can save it and so on and so forth, but what we need to do is we need to run this new module. Now if I just run it without saving, it'll prompt me to save. Watch. You want to save this? Yes. Okay, and I'm going to save it in my script directory. I'm going to just call it myfile.py. Okay. Alright. So when I saved it, it ran. You'll see it brought it in 5 divided by 2. Alright, I modified just, I totally forgot the print statement. I'm just having the worst luck today. But okay. So, when I put print 5 divided by 2, when I go up here to run, you'll see it runs. It restarts the Python, and then it outputs 5 divided by 2. Okay. If I go in here and if I say print hi with darn parentheses again, so I'm having worse luck there. Again, I did not save yet, so I just said F5. It says okay to save, and you see it says 5 divided by 2. Well, in other words, the answer is 2.5 and then hi. If I wanted to do integer division, oops, I would put 2 slashes, and I'm going to save it and run it, and you'll see it now it's just 2. Okay. Yeah, you can see the answer is just 2. Okay. I tell you must create a variable called name, ask for your name, like please enter your name. Well, I'm going to show you how to do that real quickly here. Let me find my file. Alright. At the very beginning here, I'm going to say input. No, I'm not going to say, I'm going to say my name equals input. Okay. Now, if you do it just like that, at least I get all the braces and parentheses in correctly. Now I can put the input inside of it. What is your name? Okay. Now, if I go to run this, what's going to happen is it's going to prompt me for my name and store it inside of my name. Okay. Now let's watch. When I run this, what is your name? Ken. And it didn't output it because I didn't tell it to output it yet. But you'll also notice there's no space here. On the requirement, you'll see I have to enter your name with a space. So how do I do that? Well, what you can do over here is where I say, what is your name? You can put like a colon and then a space. Now when I run it again, you'll notice it will have a space. What is your name? Ken. Whoops. It helps if you hit enter. And it works fine. Now, if I want to output that name, I can do something like this. I'm just dying here. Hold on a second. Alright, so I want to output that name. I can go over here. I'm just going to output it after hi. I'm going to output a space, and then my name. I'm going to use the plus sign. Okay. Now, that's not the plus sign like in arithmetic. It's plus sign in concatenation. We will talk more about it. But what it's going to do is it's going to output this string and the results of that. Okay. 495. What is your name? My name is Bob. Now let's put hi, Bob. I'm dying here. Alright, that should give you enough to get started on the program. It's not exactly what you need, but just follow this information closely. And name it correctly, okay? Just like that. And upload it to the Dropbox. Alright, that's all for this recording.